All right, so today is May 4th, 2021, and yesterday I got a copy of my father's appeal, and it covers a bunch of information of his crimes that I don't know about, because I've never really looked into any of this. So I finally feel like maybe I'm ready.
You explaining to me what happened to you, them tossing your room, tossing your whole house, looking for whatever evidence, and you not really understanding what the whole deal was about, just knowing that your dad had done something again.
He was like, I had lunch with his dad. He literally was sitting there with me, got a phone call from the attorneys, and then just left. And that was the last time he saw him and talked to him, and never heard from him again.
She got mad. She grabbed me by the back of the head and she slammed my head into the sidewalk in front of the house. She would be banging on the door, open this fucking door right now. And I would be screaming, no, please do not make, please don't make me open the door.
They arrested him for elder abuse, among other charges. It was fraud and financial abuse of the elderly.
There was many times in my life where she made sure I knew, you're not the daughter that I wanted. I wanted a better daughter, a skinnier daughter. And you fucked it all up, basically, by being who you are instead of what I wanted.
I also remember feeling like, fuck, I worked for him. Am I going to be arrested? Am I going to be charged with these same things that he did, even though I literally had no idea what was going on? I just remember being very scared of that.
I am realizing there's so much I don't know. There's so much I've never looked at about the cases, about my dad, and like, fuck, dude.
Once I read what your dad was charged with, I realized pretty much everything he told me revolving around the business was all lies.
After fleeing my dad's business partner, going to prison, who my mother would later claim was a member of the mafia, and then told me that she suspected that Uncle Steve was, quote, taken out. Drove so wasted with us in the car, I thought I was gonna die so many times. It is Friday, May 14th. 2021, and I am, for the first time, walking to the scene where my brother was murdered.
He was like, wait, who are you affiliated with? And I was like, well, Bobby's sister. He was like, I didn't even know he had a sister.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I explained, I was like, Tiffany and I work together. She has worked so hard to help other victims tell their stories. I think she's finally in this space. She's healing further in this process. I think it would be very cathartic to talk to him.
So next thing I know, here comes squad cars from every direction. Came out with the guns drawn, came up to him, picked him up, and shot him point blank. His partner came, and he said, hey, partner, you did a good job. Good job, partner. Can you imagine that? You imagine somebody saying that after they murdered somebody?